The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "When Pharaoh asks you, perform a miracle, then say to Aaron, take your staff, throw it on the ground, and it will become a snake." So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh just as the Lord had commanded. Aaron threw down his staff in front of Pharaoh and his officials, and it became a snake. Pharaoh then summoned the wise men and sorcerers and the Egyptian magicians, did the same things by their secret arts. Each one threw down their staff, and it became a snake. But Aaron's staff came and swallowed their staff. And Pharaoh's heart became hard, and he did not listen to them, just as the Lord had said. Hey, Michael Hewitt here. Thank you so much for listening to the story. I try to get that head and heart and gut into it. And as I began to kind of think about just trying to share this from memory, all of the things that Boomer Shimer recommends are good and challenging all at the same time. So some of those verbal threads, right? Throwing down the staff, commanded and summoned. The Lord commanded, but Pharaoh summoned. I tried to give a little bit more stress and vocal emphasis on the Lord commanded than summoned, because God is God and Pharaoh is not. Certainly the gestures, Boomer Shine talked about, like, if you tie a storyteller's hands together, they ain't telling a story. I'll just say it that way. Yeah, I can't just tie them up or sit on my hands. I couldn't say anything. But those gestures, yeah, throwing down the staff, becoming the snake, trying to emphasize that. The structure I found was kind of interesting as I looked before some of the verses and after. That structure kind of made itself, it just jumped off the page a little bit more, talking about Pharaoh's heart being hardened, right? There's that repetition there. And then another piece, just as the Lord had said, that was good. But kind of seeing it in a bigger light, it helped me with, again, some of the structure piece and just seeing how some of that stuff comes together from beginning to end. So very much interested in your comments and thoughts to try and become a better storyteller. But I spent a little bit of time on this one, and I'm still certainly not done yet, but interested again in your comments. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great evening. God bless.